Good morning. Just running a couple of minutes late because I had some technical issues, as can be the thing with Facebook. Good morning. Welcome to the Vocal Basics Live, session number 1. During the 30 days of singing, we're celebrating day 7 today. And it's a busy morning for me because, as I said yesterday in my live video, today I have my online mentoring group's live vocal warm-up on a Saturday morning. We do that every Saturday, as many as we can through the year. So what are we covering today? I promised you yesterday that we would be talking about those basics, and you've heard me already talk about things called my 5 essential vocal exercises. And if you have been a true diligent student of the 30 days, you will have also accessed my online freebie, my audio playlist of the 5 essential vocal exercises. If you haven't, it's dead simple to access. All you have to do is to go to my website, which is littlesoprano.co.uk/online free online resources, and I think I'm right in saying that there is actually a tab right at the top of my website that says free online resources, so just take it from there. But that free audio playlist has all of the 5 essential vocal exercises. It's an old recording. Hi, I think I've just got Sue. I think Sue has just logged on. Fantastic. Good morning. The audio playlist, the 5 essential vocal exercises, it's an old recording because I made it for an adult education class that I was running a few years ago now, and it still has good value, I think, because it gives a really good basic feel for those 5. Now, I won't beat about the bush too much because we've only got a few minutes. And good morning to Lynn as well. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate your support. Okay, so the 5 essential vocal exercises. I spoke yesterday in my live video about the fact we're talking about basic vocal tools, okay? Now, most people, when you think about a warm-up, imagine you're going to have to do some really big exercises with high notes and low notes and things like that. Yes, of course, in time, it's not always essential. You know, if you're running through the week and you haven't got much time to do that, then these 5 basic tools, you can take them out of the toolbox once you know what they are and do some work on them. And they're kind of equipping you with basic vocal know-how, and that's what's so essential as a singer as you go along your vocal journey. So, of course, number 1 is breathing. Oh no, number 1 is posture. Oh, mustn't forget posture. Posture is very important. We'll come to that later in the month. Breathing is also a big issue for singers, and that's a vast topic. So I'm going to bypass that one as well for the moment today. Number 3 is something called onset of sound. And this is the moment when your little vocal folds, which sit in a V shape inside your larynx, top of the windpipe, when you're silent, they're apart, and when you actually make sound or speak, they come together, and their little tiny edges do what we call a mucosal wave, and eventually we hear that comes into vibrations. Eventually we hear your sound. Onset is all about that, and again, we can come to that exercise a bit later in the month. But next up, we have something called lip trills, and this is where I want to dive straight into this morning because it's a golden tool, your 5 essential tools, because it brings together so many different elements to do with your basic vocal understanding about your equipment. Okay, now when you do some exercises, what you're aiming to do is always start in a part of your range that feels easy. Okay, it feels easy and not too far away from your sort of what we call your speechy area. Okay, so now this is what I like to do between this note and this note, and then back down again. All right, in a kind of slide. I'm going to give you a demonstration of a lip trill. If you've never heard one before, then this is what they are. If you do know what they are, you can join in. I'll just do a few. All right, okay, here we go. So here's our note. And this is what it's going to sound like. Okay, thinking a little bit about posture and allowing the air in. If you want to join in, it goes like this. We'll just do a few. Just a couple more. Last one. Okay, now I just do want to promise that it will only be a bite-sized thing this morning because, of course, I don't want to overload you with too much information. Now, lip trills, they're a weird thing, and of all the things I've ever taught to adult education classes and students here in the studio and elsewhere, lip trills are the thing that bring the most smiles to people's faces because they can't really take me seriously if I say, no, lip trills are great. Now, why are they great? Because we were talking about, you know, we're going to bypass posture, we're going to bypass breathing, we're going to bypass onset. Now, the reason why I'm concentrating on lip trills is because they have those three elements in them. Now, sometimes lucky people can do lip trills straight away, no issue. Other people struggle with their lip trills. Now, can I tell you a secret? That lip trills are not about blasting the air. It's not about your lips. It's not about this funny thing that goes on here. Imagine a cold, frosty morning and you step outside. Brrr. It's that kind of feeling, but it isn't that your lips are doing the thing. It's actually the air passing through this meeting of the lips. Okay, which then, as the air passes through, it parts them. A bit like the vocal folds themselves as the air comes up. So this is why lip trills, which are great fun, are worth their weight in gold. If there is any of the 5 essential vocal exercises, and don't forget that audio playlist that will help you learn these 5 basic essentials, okay? And so that's on my free online resources page on my website. Okay, I'll put a link to it later on today. Lip trills are fantastic. So let's have another go, shall we? Okay, another go at lip trills. So we're starting again. I'm going to remind you, always start somewhere that feels really comfortable to you. All right? Vocal basics, vocal warm-ups like this are not about going to the ends of your range, to how low you can go or how high you might be able to go. It's all about just getting to grips with the basics, getting to know your instrument, just like you would if you'd bought a new clarinet or a flute, or even sitting to learn the piano. You've got to get to grips with the technique of the instrument before you can hope to do many, many wonderful things. And the voice is no different. So these are basic tools. Okay, let's just do another run. Okay, if you're finding it hard to do the 2 different pitches, then what I suggest you do is that for the whole exercise you just try and stick on the first note like this. Just try and keep some kind of pitch going, all right? Now you might notice a reaction in your body as well. If you do, hopefully the reaction you want is not going to be here. Sure, you're going to notice something happening here, but where you'll feel it will be here, round about where your lower ribs are. Okay, that's where you're going to feel it. Here we go. Ready? Just a short little sequence. Got to be mindful of the time this morning. Okay, are you ready? Here's our note. Up to you what you do. Think about your posture a little bit. Allow the air in as you go. Here we go. Ready? And over that during the week. Replay this video. Go over your lip trills for the whole of the week. You will be doing breathing. You will be thinking about your posture for sure. Okay, and there will be onset of sound, the moment when those vocal folds come together. That will be happening automatically. Lip trills are great. Lots of people struggle with them. Don't worry about it. But hey, is that you there, Peter Wybrow? I'm glad you're there. Okay, so just keep struggling on with your lip trills. They are worth their weight in gold. Don't forget that free audio playlist on my website. Just go there, and it's online, free online resources. I never get that phrase right. Okay, now I'm going to be back next Saturday with another bite size, but today I have given you a big chunk of the puzzle with these lip trills. Something to get going with, okay? All right, so enjoy your weekend. I'll be back next week with more celebrations through the week about the 30 days of singing. And of course, next Saturday, I will do another one of these quick live bite-sized vocal thingies. All right then, have a good weekend. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.